Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of How Do You Make It? I am that brown bat, and we are here once again, of course, with Stitch. And to answer the most popular request I have ever had on this channel, how do you get people on teams? Now, I have done tutorials on this more than once, but never in a How Do You Make It episode. So, let me get to higher ground. Bring me a higher ground. Wait, it's love, dude. It's not the ground, it's love. Wait. Bring me a higher Stitch. Oh. So, anyway. Game Maker. There's a couple ways to do this. Okay, now. We have a friendly wave generator. We have an enemy wave generator. We have, go up to the game setup toys. We have a friend generator, an enemy generator, and a droid spawner. And if you go up to Marvel Games, you have the large kill and cell block and a regular kill and cell block. You also have a kiln enemy spawning chamber. We also have, go back down to game setup toys. Blue, orange, green, and purple activators. Okay, with all this being said, let's get a button or something that will give us some logic. I'm going to use an on-off switch. A power switch, if you will. Okay. Let's start off with the droid spawner. This might not work. I can't remember if the droid spawner has this. Alright, so on, we're going to tell this to spawn R2A6. Okay. New logic connection. Off. You can use anything to trigger these things, and I'm just using this so I can kill it. Remove all. Alright, go here, go to properties. Team. See where it says team under properties? Blue, orange, green, or purple, or none. Alright, for the droid, let's pick orange. Okay? Droid's gonna come out on orange team. See, he's orange. Okay? Let's get him out of there. New logic connection on. And let's say you gotta, for this, you have an option of which category you want. So let's say something from Rise Against the Empire. Let's take a long-range stormtrooper, which is your standard stormtrooper, of course. And new logic connection off. Turn you off. I think the option's all the way at the bottom. Oh, almost at the bottom. Okay. Then go to properties. Team. Let's say orange. Wait, we already picked orange. Let's say blue. Now watch this. Because they're on opposing teams, watch this. Don't shoot me. Alright, hold on. If I walk into one of those, I will become... Did he just... Oh, look at that. I wasn't even using those yet. One of the things... Alright, see, the droid's fighting him. The droid is considered a townsperson. The droid's gone. Okay. Now, you have... You're done. Off. Okay. you have, before we go any further, 4 of these, right? Well, there's actually 5 teams you have for enemies. Blue, orange, green, purple, and none. So, if you've seen that, they spawned the jail cell frost giants. They were neutral. I didn't set a team on them. So because the stormtrooper was on another team, they were enemies. Okay? Now, if the townspeople are neutral, there's only certain bad guys that will attack any townsperson. Unless they change that in one of the updates, I'm not sure. Okay, so now there's something else we can do. We have the friendly wave generator. Now, if you notice with this one, right, and it's the same thing with the friend one, you can't configure wave because these are not for waves. Okay? So if I say over here, right, this is the enemy wave generator. Now I can configure an entire wave. And if you fill it up, then your toy box will have some issues, usually, especially if you're using the Magna Guards. But let's set the wave for 2 Wampas and 2 Droidicas. Now, each wave generator has to be on the same team, so you can't split the teams up within the wave generator. So let's say 2 Wampas and 2 Droidicas. Okay, properties. Now here you have generation delay, which means once it's activated, that's the amount of seconds it's supposed to take before they spawn in. Countdown enabled. You can say yay or nay, which I believe it'll show on the screen, 3, 2, 1, whatever this is, right? I don't use it. Random locator. This will only work if you attach a locator to them and have them spawn at different places. Otherwise, it's going to spawn right at the wave generator itself. Hold until generated. I always usually leave it off. Disable generation effects. I used to turn that on, but it doesn't matter anymore. I mean, what it does, let's say the probe droid will come in and he'll make an entrance, as opposed to turning this, disabling it, he'll just appear. And there's problems with the Imperial probe droid anyway. He usually falls through the terrain, so I hardly ever use him. But anyway, they make an entrance or they teleport in or something like that if you leave it off. So it doesn't matter. All right, so team, let's say purple, or well, let's go in order. Let's say, well, let's leave it off. No, we'll put green. We'll put green. All right, so now, let's new logic connection on. Generate wave. New logic connection off. And defeat wave. Now, if you look, right, in the options, you have, if I say new logic connection, output and input block. Go look at Cryptic Fox or write him, ask him to do a tutorial on it or look through his videos. He's good at stuff like that with the logic gates. Man, I'm terrible at it. I don't even want to think about it. So I don't even use input blocked. I tried it once and you're using like 50 logic gates for like one event. I'm like, no way, man. No, not for me. But he likes them. So if you're interested in advanced, binary zeros and ones, go check out Cryptic Fox, his videos. He does more than just Disney Infinity too. He does Terraria. He does Oxygen. Man, I can't remember. He does all this cool stuff that you'd probably get mad if I did. No, I won't do it. I'm not going to step on his stuff. I like this though. But yeah, he's a good YouTuber. Check him out if you haven't already. So anyway, that's enough for the shout outs. So, so let's do this spawn again. Now, if you notice, the droidicas are not there. Oh, hold on. Let me get this out of the way so the bad guys don't step on it. Did I change that to 0? Hold on. Let me check that. Let's change the generation delay to 0. Remember I said supposed countdown. Well, the Wampas didn't wait for the delay. I'm sure the droidicas would have. So I usually take that to 0. In that instance, I pretty much forgot. I don't like the delay on the toys. Now, why aren't they coming out? There they go. Took a while, but they came out. And sometimes in these videos, and the rumbles, people say, well, it's not fair that they didn't come out at the same time. It's not my fault that they don't come out at the same time. It's the enemies, certain enemies take up more logic than others, or take up more memory space, or whatever you want to call it. Alright, so you got the droid there. The Wampa's hitting him. Look at, there goes that droid. I'm getting shot at. I'm almost toast. Alright. But so you can clearly see they are fighting each other, right? Kill that. Now, you have the friendly wave generator as well. And I want to show you this. You can configure wave, right? Now, you need to know this. So you have some animals here that you can ride, right? You can change the team on them. I don't know why. I think they were going for something that they never finished. The townspeople, of course, will headbutt you if they're on opposing teams. These, what do you call them? We used to call them mission givers. I forget, right off the top of my head, I forget what category these are in. The cast characters, right? That's what, the cast characters. You can set them to a team, they won't fight. You can tell the connector or the toy to connect them to a path, they won't connect to it. It's frustrating. I wish you could, because I'd get R2-D2 and BB-8 to fight each other. That'd be so cool. But no, they didn't do that. You cannot do that. So any of the cast characters, pretty much all you can do is get them to stand still. You can tell them to be blue or whatnot, but they won't fight. Or blue or red or purple or green. Now, of course, the townspeople, yes, you can get them to fight. But just looking through here, if you notice, you're not going to see any of the regular sized townspeople. Only the chibi, if you want to call them chibi. The chibi townspeople and the cast characters, right? Going down. And that's all the options you have. So let's get some Ewoks and some Jawas and a Kylo Ren toy, costume, whatever, an Inquisitor costume, Rey costume. And see how they have weapons? They won't fire them. The only ones that fire weapons are the sidekicks. Well, there are some chibi enemies. Chibi. The small, deformed ones. From 1.0. The cards and the weasels and stuff like that. Some of them have guns that actually work, but other than that, the other ones just headbutt you. So you can tell this to properties. Generation delay 0. I'll leave everything else alone. Team. Let's say purple. Okay. Then get a hold of this. New logic connection on. Generate wave. Then do the kill switch. New logic connection off. Defeat wave. Okay, let's go back down here. Alright, where are the townspeople? They come out? You're there. Look at them go towards the Wappa. Now you can't set their hit points. One of the things I didn't mention, the droid spawner, you can actually set hit points. Watch this. For the droids. I wish this option was available for everybody else, but it's not. So you can say health on. Huh, I thought you could tell it how much health. Apparently not. You can just say health on or off. Huh, now what? Hang on. Does it have a meter on it? Yeah. See right there? Oh, all it does is shows the health bar. Well, it's dumb. Well, it's not really dumb. It's dumb that they didn't do that with everybody else. But I never used it. I thought you could... I really thought that you could set how much hit points. Okay, now this one, it works the same as the other wave generators. You can configure the wave for the enemies only, and it's the same selection that you have. I don't think there's anything else that's different on this. Yeah, see right here? The Weasel costume actually has a gun. I think the Jack-o'-lantern, does he have a gun? I can't remember. Gator Goon, Pig Goons, Agrabah Guards. I don't want to pick too many because then it'll lag everything. And then you can set the team properties. You can set the team on this. Blue, orange, green, purple, doesn't matter. Generation delay, tell it to 0. And I can go right here, same thing again, new logic connection, on. Oops. Those things used to have sound. Activate. New logic connection, off. And deactivate. And sayonara. Now let's see properties on these. You can set the team, I believe. Yep, that's all you can do on these. Set the team. And I think you can program those to reset. New logic connection. I think that'll reset. Yep. And you can tell it to remove all. New logic connection off. Remove all. Now this thing, you can actually destroy this thing, and if you destroy it, then it'll stop spawning. I can't remember if this is ongoing until it's destroyed. I think it is. But you can tell it to stop anyway. I think default it keeps going. I can't remember. Because I hardly ever use it. Remember how I said you cannot select the wave from this? Whoops. On either of these two? And likewise, you cannot... there's certain characters you cannot select from this wave generator. So watch this. New logic connection. Hold on, I already have that selected, don't I? Do I have anything? No, I don't have anything connected to that yet. New logic connection on. Now watch this. Now what comes up with this one is a category of where we want, who we want to select from. Now, if you remember Spider-Man and the Avengers had, no, the Avengers didn't. Guardians of the Galaxy and Spider-Man had, Spider-Man had S.H.I.E.L.D. agents and Guardians of the Galaxy had other townspeople. Now, here's the problem with this. Again, The only ones you have are the little miniature costume ones. Same with Spider-Man Avengers. However, in all of the Star Wars ones, they actually put in the townspeople, the regular height ones. So watch this. Rise Against the Empire. Of course, Kenobi, 3PO, Jabba. Those are the cast characters. We don't want those. If it says costume, it's going to be the little tiny ones, right? So go down. Costume. All right, 21B, Biggs Darklighter. These are the regular size ones, right? Every single one that we have, I believe it's every single one that we have access to. Just to let you know. Do I like using that? No, what I usually do is just put the townspeople in the toy box once I'm done and save it. And not let them spawn in, because it's very difficult to successfully rig these to get more than one to come out. And I think it's just easier just to place them in, because you can't do it in waves. You'd have to use multiple switches, or multiple, I would say use multiple time delayers. I would say rig the start object to however many characters you want. Let's say you're using 30 characters. Well, 30 time delayers, right? I don't think that's necessary. I would just assume put them in the toy box, or use a replayer. So let's say new logic connection off. And there's probably something with logic gates. You can get it to work. Like I said, I can't do logic gates. And let's see, go all the way down. Remove all. You can also go to properties on this and set the team. Green. You can also do behavior. Tell them to be angry. They usually won't do anything if they're angry. They'll just wave their fist. Yep, see how that reset? Now the symbiotes are coming out. Who's shooting that Wampa? Oh, the Droid. Oh, I didn't set that to turn that off. Oh yeah, I did. Oh, it stopped spawn. Okay, it turned them off. I didn't defeat the wave. Get them all? No. All right. Now, here's another trick. See how I'm blue? Watch this. Bring up the menu. Vehicles and actors. You know, it's odd. You can set the vehicles to a team. I think I said that, but I haven't found a use for it. I think the original use for it was going to be something like fight the something like the ATSTs, but they don't work the way they're supposed to work. These should be enemies, but they're not, and it's really not funny that they're not. Right? So you can do actor connection. As far as actor connection, I have yet to figure out exactly how that works. I know you can get some townspeople to follow each other, but I don't know why I don't know, maybe they just didn't perfect it. But if you look, they have animation. It's just, it doesn't work. Alright, so let's go to enemies. Every enemy I put in when I am a team, right, is going to be the team that I am on. And this comes in handy. When you're doing quick builds, right? One of the things you can also do, watch this. And these are tricks I use in the Toy Box Rumbles. Like if I'm using townspeople versus townspeople, I'll do something like this sometimes. I'll connect these to a replayer so I can get them to disappear, right? And let's see I'm blue? Alright, so let's go to... Where are they at? Vehicles and actors. Okay. Let's switch teams. Orange. And let's get someone else. Where's the regular Star Wars townspeople? Playset townspeople. I don't know if I want. Let's get some Quarrens. Now they're going to be orange because I'm orange, right? Now watch this. See, they're coming to attack me, right? Let's tear the wall down. See, now they're going to fight each other. Now, of course, you can do that with the replayer. If I use the replayer and hit record, and while I'm blue, they're going to come in blue, and then hit stop, and then clear. When they spawn back in, they're going to be the color that they were when I originally put them down. So that's everything. So until next time, that's all I know about team changers. Okay? Okay? So remember, keep on building.
You return very quickly. You show a great deal of impatience.
That's right. There is one more thing. There is definitely one more thing. Watch this. And the other thing has to do with bosses! Alright, Game Maker. There is something called the boss fight spawner. Once we find the boss fight spawner, now you don't start off with the boss fight spawner. You have to buy the boss fight spawner from the toy store. Alright. Here is a boss fight spawner. Now this, I have a tutorial on how I did this. I used to put this down. Now there's a lag once you put the first one down for some reason. What I used to do was this. I'd get a trigger area, right? Then I'd take one of the team activators and put it there, right? Make the enemy spawn in, walk over the team activator, and then delete the floor so he'd go down to the arena floor. That was until I figured out a better way. Here is the better way. Get him out of sight. Now you're going to want to notice. Oh, let me get something that I can move around. Look at the shape of any of the Creativa toys. You see how there's a red beacon and then it comes out to, let's say it looks like a letter D, if you want to say that, where it comes out at an angle. right there. Okay? So you have this. Let's say you're right in front of it, right? Go 1, 2, right? So from the actual toy, 1, 2, 3. But if you're going right in front of it, it's 2. So you could actually put 2 toys, 2 of the creativity toys in between it. Are they? I'm gonna have to delete that. Look at they're fighting. 1, 2. All right. So what we want is a team activator. Oops, it's already in creativity toys. Now some people have pretty much figured this out, but they could not figure out how to get him to land on this. Does it happen every time? No. I would say 98%, which is better than anything, right? 1, 2, then go down. That's good enough. Because you have to fall down. Now, not only do they have to fall down, they have to walk off. So the other thing we're going to do is go to... Did he step on that? I heard Ewoks. Somebody must have stepped on that. Okay, go to the Marvel toy box. Marvel games, right? And get the decoy. You can use the duck decoy from the Disney one too. Alright? Okay, now. Properties. Set it to another team that is not the one that you want the your boss to be on. So let's say set it to the orange team. Now also, you have options on here. Default is Darth Vader. You have Vader, Maul, Grievous, Boba Fett, Syndrome, Davy Jones, Hector Barbossa, Hulk, Ronan, Green Goblin, Venom, and Time. Now some of these are unlocked. I can't remember because you don't start off with all of them. You have to play something in order to get the other ones unlocked. I can't remember. I've had them all unlocked for such a long time. I don't remember. Yeah, it was a cash grab. You had to buy like everything in order to unlock everything. Not everything, but you at least had to have all of the games. But they're fun. I mean, if they're crap, then I'd be mad. But I'll tell you what was crap was the challenges. I hated the challenges. But you know what? Looking back on it, those were the days, Archie. So let's say we want Darth Maul. No, General. Who do you want to come up? Oh, General Grievous. The only one that does not work properly for is Time. I'll tell you that. Time does not work properly this way. I don't like using Time. Ooh, look at all those jelly beans. What? Alright, let's turn this off. Oh, I'm orange, so it's not gonna work. No, I'm purple! And he's done. Okay. Kylo, you shouldn't be purple. It's not very becoming of a Knight of Ren. The leader of the Knights of Ren. Okay, so let's go into Spark mode. All these healing runes, that's a story in itself. I can't get these to work all the time. Anyway, new logic connection. Let's say on. Let's find our boss fight spawner. On. And new logic connection off. Off. Now when Grievous comes out, he should turn, what is it, green or orange? Green. Now let's get rid of these. because we really don't need them anymore. Now this is going to be a mess. Now some people ask, why do I turn myself invisible? Well, number one, so you can see what's going on. And why do I turn myself invincible? Because if the character dies, then the camera follows me to where my respawn point is. And we don't want that. We want to focus on the battle. Alright. Yes, the stormtroopers are shooting at Grievous, or they're shooting at the decoy. If you're worried about the decoy losing hit points, then you can crank up the hit points on the decoy. See? Grievous is green. And alright, I'm going to get rid of this. And this. And this. I wonder what happens once you get 999999999 sparks. You can also do this. Do. Put in more. I don't know what the max is. It used to be 8 bosses before they'd just stand there and do nothing. Or not spawn in at all. But you can just keep putting more in to your heart's content. And that's how I do it. So you happy? Are you happy? Thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps me out, more than you can possibly imagine. Also, come check me out on Twitter and Facebook. And don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified of all of my upcoming videos. So until next time, this has been That Brown Bat, reminding you to keep on building.